This is abacus, and here you see it has got an outer frame, and this has been divided into two regions. You call one as the upper one and the other one as the lower. This division is marked by a center rod which you call it as a bar, and there is one bead above the bar and 4 beads below the bar. Each bead is representing a number. Each bead is representing a number. Now when the beads are away from the bar, they don't have any value. Now when you read the abacus, you say it is set to 0. There's no value in the abacus now. When you have a marked point there, which you call it as the home point, that begins the units rod. And towards the left of the unit rod, it goes in multiples of 10, because you know that we stick to decimal system in which we go by the multiples of 10. So this is units, then tens, then hundreds, then thousands, and so on. So in the units rod, if you move a single bead towards the bar, it gets the value of 1. We are very particular about usage of the fingers. We are very particular because this gives them the speed. That is number 1. Number 2, we are more concentrating on the development of the cells that are embedded on the right side, which is to be activated. You listen to our chief guest speaking, who said that those who are left hands are doing very well because they have a stimulation. You know that our brain gets stimulated through our sense organs, and there are sensory nerves and motor nerves which carry the information from the organs to the brain and also from the brain to the organs. The input for the brain has to come through your organs. So these beads are designed in such a beautiful way that when the children handle it with their fingers, the nerve endings get stimulated, which in turn stimulates the cells which are in the brain. So the left hand, when it is used, the cells on the right side are stimulated, and the right hand is used, the cells in the left side are stimulated. So we mean we are going to use only these 2 fingers on a right hand, which you call it as the index and the thumb. Then in the left hand you will be using your index finger and the middle finger to move, and these hands are used to the right hand is used to only move the beads and the units rod. Show the units rod. I think Bindu, you come this side. You'll feel comfortable. Come here. Be careful. So, when the right hand is used, that right hand, both the fingers are used only to move the beads in the units rod, and left hand, these fingers are used to move the rods in the tens, hundreds, thousands, and so on. Now when she moves one bead in the units rod towards the bar, it gains the value of 1. Another bead is moved, the value on the abacus is 2. Another bead moved from the lower side, the value is 3. And when you move another bead, it gains the value of 4. If you move the bead in the upper bar towards upper region towards the bar, the value is 9, because the value for each bead in the upper region is 5. So totally the value in one rod will be 9. When you move it again, as I call out the numbers, you just move it. 2, so 2 beads move together. Again 2, 5. 1 bead in the upper region, so the total value is 9. Now clear the abacus. 3 beads are moved towards the bar together, and 1, that gives you the value of 4. Again 5, the value is 9. This is is one thing where we enable the children to understand the concept of adding 1, 2, 3, 4. Even those children who are not exposed to number at school. There are some schools where they believe that numbers and concepts could be brought only in class 1. In KG and all they don't have. But you see that UCMAS offers this course for the children from the age of 4 to 12. And now there is a KG level also. So 4 to 12, 4 years, the child might have not learnt the number concept, but this gives them a clear concept of it for 2 reasons. One is they see something which they can feel and do. You know that synesthesia, when your organs comes in contact with the things that you can see, experience, feel, that gives you a good memory in your mind. Number 2, they can see some number in the form of beads. The one thing which we have not been exposed in olden days is visualizing the numbers. We all know pretty well that the visualization memory is very strongly built in our brain. And so here we use this system also to help the children visualize the numbers. So when we see 2, they see the number 2 in the form of beads. That is, the numbers are converted into beads and again it is interpreted as numbers in the brain. That is the left brain activity. That is why we say that both right and left brain work in coordination. Picturizing is the right brain's activity and interpreting is the left brain's activity. Both go together to say that it is happening, and that is how the whole brain development is assured by the UCMAS organization.